Have you ever felt that little tickle? That persistent itch that just won't go away? We often dismiss it, right? Maybe dry skin, maybe the tag on a shirt. But what if I told you that sometimes, especially as we journey past 60, that simple itch is trying to tell you a story? A story about your health, hidden just beneath the surface. Our bodies have a quiet language. They speak in whispers, a subtle ache, a wave of fatigue, or yes, even an itch. And where that itch appears can be like reading a secret map to our inner well-being. Ignoring these signals might feel harmless, but sometimes, that persistent annoyance is actually a gentle alarm bell, a warning sign from deep within. Today, we're going on a journey to decode these messages. We'll explore 4 specific places on your body where an itch after 60 could be more than just skin deep. These aren't old wives' tales, they're patterns noticed by doctors, whispers linked to things like your circulation, your vital organs, your nerves, even how well you're absorbing your food. Stick with me. Understanding these signals isn't about fear, it's about empowerment. It's about listening closely so you can live not just longer, but with more energy, clarity, and peace of mind. Ready to learn the language of your skin? Let's begin. Let's start with our foundation, the lower legs. Calves, shins, ankles. Do they ever get persistently itchy, even without a rash? It's easy to blame dry skin, but sometimes, this itch tells a story about flow. Doctors have observed that a constant itch here, especially in seniors, can be a subtle hint of poor circulation, maybe even a condition called peripheral artery disease. It means blood might not be journeying as freely down to your feet and back up again. Think of 2 gentlemen, let's call them Harold and Dennis, both in their early 80s. Harold enjoys his daily strolls, keeping active. Dennis, however, has become less mobile, feels tired, and notices his legs itching, especially at night or after sitting. He reaches for lotion, thinking it's just dryness, but the relief is fleeting. What Dennis might not realize is his body is whispering a warning. That itch is a sign that oxygen-rich blood isn't quite reaching the skin and tissues in his lower legs as well as it should. This doesn't just dry out the skin, over time, it can weaken tissues and put extra strain on your heart. Our legs are sometimes called our second heart for their role in pumping blood back up. If they're struggling, the whole system feels it. But here's the hopeful chapter of this story, it's often manageable. Gentle movement, short walks, elevating your feet, staying hydrated, even comfy compression socks can help coax that circulation back. So, if your lower legs are sending itchy signals without a clear reason, listen closely. It might be time to encourage a little more flow. The back. That spot you can barely reach. What if an itch there is trying to reach you with a vital message? Persistent itchiness on the upper or mid-back, without an obvious cause, can sometimes point towards our body's amazing filtering systems, the liver and kidneys. These incredible organs work tirelessly to clear waste from our system. When they're under strain, toxins can build up in the bloodstream, and sometimes, this irritation surfaces as an itch, particularly on the back where nerve endings are plentiful. Let's picture Dorothy and Janice, both 76. Dorothy feels well, stays hydrated. Janice, lately, feels more tired, notices swollen ankles, and finds herself scratching her back, especially at night. She's tried everything, new detergents, moisturizers, but the itch persists. Janice's persistent itch could be her body's subtle way of saying her kidneys or liver need support. It's often an itch without a rash, worse at night, and doesn't respond to typical remedies. While the itch itself isn't dangerous, it signals an internal imbalance that needs attention. The good news? This is often detectable and manageable. Simple checkups can reveal how these organs are doing. Staying hydrated, eating whole foods, and discussing medications with your doctor can lighten their load. So, if your back is sending out that itchy SOS, don't just try to reach it, listen to it. Are these stories resonating? If you're finding this helpful, perhaps consider subscribing and ringing that notification bell. Your support helps us keep sharing these important health whispers. Now, let's move on. Now, let's talk about the scalp and the back of the neck. An itch here is so often blamed on dandruff or shampoo. But for many seniors, this area can be a barometer for something less visible: stress, inflammation, and the health of our nervous system. The nerves here are incredibly sensitive. They often react first when our body is carrying a hidden burden, maybe emotional tension or neurological strain that's built up quietly over time. Meet Leonard and Ray, late 70s. Leonard finds peace in gardening and quiet evenings. Ray, finding retirement restless, carries a lot of unspoken stress. Recently, Ray started scratching his head and neck, day and night. No rash, no flakes. New shampoo didn't help. Ray's itch is likely a physical echo of his internal state. As we age, our stress recovery system can become less efficient. Instead of calming down quickly, the body might stay in a low-level state of alert. This tension often manifests in sensitive nerve endings, like those on the scalp and neck. Chronic itching here can even, in some cases, be linked to nerve issues or be an early flag for cognitive changes. But again, there's hope in listening. Calming the nervous system can ease this itch. Simple things: mindful breathing, time outdoors, connecting with loved ones, even journaling your thoughts. When Ray started taking short walks and calling his brother, the itch gradually faded as the tension eased. If your head or neck itch persists without a skin reason, gently ask yourself, how am I really feeling? Sometimes, that itch is your nervous system asking for a little peace. Finally, let's consider the front of our body, the chest and abdomen. We don't often associate this area with major health warnings, but persistent itchiness here, without a rash or allergy, can tell a surprising story about nutrition. Especially in older adults, an unexplained itch across the torso can be a red flag for nutritional deficiencies or problems absorbing the goodness from our food. These issues can quietly sap our strength, weaken immunity, and slow down repair. Picture Joyce and Elaine, both 81. Joyce enjoys cooking colorful meals. Elaine has lost interest in food, often skipping meals or opting for simple snacks, and feeling full quickly. She's also noticed her chest and belly becoming itchy, sometimes dry or tender. She blames sensitive skin. What Elaine might not know is that our digestion can become less efficient with age, making it harder to absorb vital nutrients like B vitamins, essential fats, and minerals. When the body lacks these building blocks, the skin can dry out, nerve signals can go haywire, and areas rich in nerves and blood vessels, like the torso, become sensitive and itchy. Crucially, this hidden hunger can affect muscle strength, energy, and even brain function, even if weight remains stable. This itchy signal is a powerful reminder to nourish ourselves well. And the wonderful news? It's often very fixable. Small additions, a handful of nuts, a boiled egg, colorful berries, perhaps a quality multivitamin discussed with your doctor, can make a world of difference over time. If your torso is itching without a clear cause, and maybe your appetite hasn't been great, consider it a gentle nudge to refuel your body from the inside out. So, we've journeyed across the body, listening to the potential whispers behind an itch. Lower legs, hinting at circulation. Upper/mid-back, pointing towards liver or kidney support. Scalp/neck, reflecting stress or nerve sensitivity. Chest/abdomen, signaling a need for better nourishment. Take a quiet moment now. Have you noticed any of these persistent signals lately? Remember, an itch here or there is usually nothing. But a persistent itch in these specific spots? It's an invitation from your body. An invitation to check in, perhaps slow down, and give yourself what you need before a small whisper becomes a louder call. None of these signs mean your fate is sealed. Far from it. They empower you. You can walk a little more. Eat a little better. Rest a little deeper. Connect a little more meaningfully. If one of these resonated, start with one small, kind change. If none did, fantastic. But now you have the knowledge, the decoder key, to listen differently if things change down the road. Because the goal isn't just a longer life, is it? It's a life lived with clarity, independence, and joy. Listening to your body's earliest, quietest signals, even the ones that just itch, is one of the most profound ways to nurture that vibrant future. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. What's one thing you learned or one step you might take? Share your thoughts in the comments below, reading them truly encourages us. If you found this video insightful, please give it a like, subscribe for more content like this, and perhaps share it with someone you care about. Your support helps us create more content to inform and inspire. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.